Okay, the link should be fixed this time. Okay, and we are actually live this time. Hello, Glue Gunner. Welcome back again. Minecraft modding, mod showcase, and save. Am I actually live this time? I am. Okay, sweet. We got two firsts to the stream. Are you subscribed? Yes, I am now. Start poll. Okay. This is our second modding stream in this series. I am quite a little bit sick right now, chat. So bear with me while I try to exist today. But what we are starting with is we are creating planter boxes. I want a automatable but small scale way to farm crops in Minecraft. So we are creating crop boxes called planters. The planters are also going to come with 3 new tools. Let me pull up my... Okay. Do I call it crop pot or do I call it planter? I'm gonna rename it because it says planter, or it says crop pot in my thing. Okay. So the planter is going to be watered by a watering can to make crops grow, and the crops that grow will be collected. I should probably hit record. The crops that get collected are going to end up at the bottom of the planter that you can then right click and collect in the GUI. The second tool we're going to add, I don't know if we're getting to all this today, is the trowel. The trowel is just going to be a smaller shovel that can be used to harvest crops, but instead of giving you the crop product, like the food, it is going to give you a placeable decorative version of the plant. So if I... And those plants will be called harvests. So if I look at my list, I have a short wheat harvest, tall wheat harvest, short beetroot harvest, tall beetroot harvest, short carrot harvest, tall carrot harvest, and then the potatoes. Then we have a melon vine, a pumpkin vine, a torch flower bush, and a blooming pitcher pod harvest. So that's the plan. I wanted to be able to place down decorative versions of the plants. Call it a flower pot? Well, it's for crops, not flowers, so that wouldn't make sense. And we already have a flower pot, don't we? I think we already have a flower... Isn't the flower pot in the game called flower pot already? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do... I was thinking that the texture I want for this is the spruce trapdoor. So I'm going into MC Assets, and I'm searching up spruce trapdoor. Royal Coder, what's good? We're currently working on an update where I'm adding planters. Oh, chat! You guys missed it. I fully integrated the crows and scarecrows into the mod. I'm going to show you guys in a minute what I've done. Royal Coder, thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate that so much, dude. You're the GOAT. Alright, I'm going to pull up... I forgot to show you guys the final product of what we did last stream, because I finished it in between streams. Because I've been sick the last few days. I'm still sick, but I'm trying to live. Working distracts me. 20 viewers, holy crap. So, last stream, we made scarecrow golems, and then after the stream, I made crows. So I'm going to show you guys both in a minute while we let this load. But did I download the spruce trapdoor already? Yes, I did. So let's get started with the shape of this flower pot, which it needs to be centered first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the bottom of it, can this be seen properly on screen? Yes, it can. I want it to be just about that size. So we're going to make this go across. Maybe a tiny bit bigger. And then this is going to go up. Do we want it to be about half a block tall? That's what I'm thinking. Or slightly less than that, so that the other half can be, let's center the pivot point, so that the other half can be... What am I thinking of? Braining is hard. I'm trying to brain properly, but I don't know how to brain. I need to rotate this in smaller increments. So let's go to settings and grid. Is there, like... I did click on block, right? Normally I can rotate these in smaller increments. Let's set this to 10. Why does that not work? Can you not do that for blocks, chat? Does anyone know? Can I just not do that for blocks? Hello, Philip Riley. Welcome to the stream. We're currently adding a planter to Minecraft, but it's not starting out great because apparently I can't make advanced rotation. And also I can't line these up properly. But I wanted a planter that's like slanted like that. But it looks like this is going to be more complicated than I thought. Okay, so let me show this to you guys real quick. So if we go into a create new world. Okay, and then give me a second. I need to change what I'm sharing in the background so that I can actually see my mouse. Okay, let's go into a super flat world real quick, and I'm going to show you guys what I have done. We have added scarecrows, and we have added, well, crows. So, we start with water. Hello, Tiziano, welcome to the stream. I'm currently showcasing what I have added to my farming update so far, which is scarecrows and scarecrow golem. So this is our scarecrow right here. Occasionally he will wave at you, and also he has an attack animation when he kills crows. By the way, this is the crow. This is the crow I created. The item model and texture aren't nearly as good as the scarecrow golem, but I still like them. Naby TV fan, welcome to the stream. Make sure you guys subscribe. Let's grab a diamond hoe, and let's create some farmland. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, slash game rule, random tick speed 1000, and let's just get this going right here. Attack animation is kind of delayed. I don't know how to fix that. I think I might just have to make it faster, but I'll get to that eventually. Okay, so if I grab some wheat seeds right here, and I'm going to plant them, and then there is a small chance whenever you grow wheat seeds that crows are going to spawn above them. And the crows have the only goal of breaking your crops. Did we get any? For the sake of testing, I can go here and grab these cords and set that back to wheat, and that will allow us to retry. In order to make the scarecrow golem, you need a hay bale and a carved pumpkin. Come on, give us some crows. Spawn a crow. Come on, dude. I know you want to. Oh, did it work? Oh, there is one. Well, we missed it because I wasn't paying attention. I was going to clone the farm area. Okay, but I guess we can place one down now. There you go. Scarecrow golem. Holy crap, what just happened? Christina Hollis, thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it. Make sure to stick around because we're going to be working on some really cool building things with farming later in the stream. Holy crap, what's going on? Whisper VR, thank you for the subscribe as well. Why is this one not growing? Oh, there it goes. Come on, we need crows to spawn so I can see it. I'm gonna stand right here. Where is it? Where is it? We might reach 700 subscribers today. That would be pretty cool. Bro! As soon as I try to clone the farmland... well, if you do farming in large, Glue Gunner, the more crops you have, the higher chance of the crows spotting. So it's like, in terms of Minecraft survival, this is a pretty small wheat farm. Imagine a full-sized one. Like, once your farm gets to a certain point, there's gonna be no way that you can grow all your crops without crows spawning. So that's why it's so low. I mean, realistically, do you want to be placing scarecrow golems, new scarecrow golems down every few seconds? Yo, Raffi, you're a new sub. I appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. I'm currently showcasing the newest features of my mod, Reasonable Progression. We're currently working on a farming update, and this stream we're going to be adding planters, but I wanted to showcase what I've done with crows and scarecrows so far. So whenever your plants grow, there's a chance for a crow to spawn, and you have to build scarecrows in order to stop them. You build a scarecrow like this, scarecrow golem spawns down, and now we have a bigger farm, so let's see if the crow will spawn. Anything? 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 There we go, we got some. Oh, another subscribe that I'm gonna... Roblox Kid, thank you for the subscribe. And then these crows are gonna come down, and you saw one of the crows actually broke a plant right here. If I kill the scarecrows, I want to show you guys how the, I want to show you guys how the crows break the crop. So if I go up here and do /summon reasonable progression crow, the crows will fly down and go into the plant. So every time a plant grows, there's a chance for it to spawn a new mob called the crowbait. And crowbait, like it says, is going to bait crows towards it to go kill it. And when they chase the crowbait entity, which is invisible, it will break plants on its way. So that's how I got the crows to get lured into the crops. Like so. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Let's place down the Scarecrow Golem. And they're pretty OP as well. The Scarecrow Golems can one-shot crows, because I wanted to make it so that it was a tough thing to defend against, but at the same time, you don't need to place down that many Scarecrow Golems to defend your farm. So if you have a farm about this size, one Scarecrow Golem is going to do the trick. Let's see how long it takes for them to take these down. I added extra reach to the Scarecrow Golem just so they could reach them in the sky. But yeah, that is pretty cool. Let's go on to what we have planned for this stream, which is planters. So let's switch that around. That's not the right thing I wanted to show. Okay, this is the general dimensions of the crop pot I want to make. And I need to do a quick Google. Can I do precise rotations on blocks in block bench? I'm fairly certain I can. Rotation tool using R, hold control to do small increments, shift and control for finer increments. Okay, so add cube. I'm really bad at block bench, guys, so this project is meant to help teach me how to do this. So shift and control as I rotate. Shift and control. That is the same increment. Anyone scrolling by on YouTube Shorts have any idea? Shift and control, however, due to Minecraft's limitations, rotations are typically restricted to multiples of 22.5. Bro. Okay, so apparently it doesn't work that way. So I don't know what kind of design I'm going to go with for my planter now. Because I wanted something like this, and then to have it connect up here. So maybe we can do some colliding blocks here. But how are we going to make that perfect? Something like that. But also, we want these cubes to go down, so it's being planted on the inside of the planter. So I think that works, but we need to fix the colliding textures somehow. And that is a curious question. We'll probably have to do it via the textures. So what I want to do is rotate this the opposite way and place this right there, and then change the size dimensions of the cubes within this cube, like so. We have a useless cube in here. Okay, so this is what our planter looks like. I think we could add an extra cube up here. So we increase the height, we move this over to the side, and that's just going to act as the side wall, which is a little too tall. Oh, we can't get the perfect height on this thing. Size 0.95. Oh, we can do that. Okay, it's still the tiniest bit too short. Now it's the tiniest bit too tall. Okay, perfect. Right here. Now we take this cube and we move it over here. And now we have our planter. Texturing this thing is easily going to be the hardest part. So let's try to figure this out. It kind of looks like a coffin, but I think it's going to look okay once we get it into the world. Let's forgetting how to do things. I want to add a reference image, and it is going to be the spruce trapdoor image to this project right here. And we are going to use that to paint. So let's grab a painting grid. Let's create a texture, and let's make it blank. And apply to elements. There we go. So we're working on a blank slate here. Maybe we should do a solid color, actually. So create texture, solid color, and then I should probably grab the hex code of this color right here. And then select, create texture, solid color, and this one. Not to mention, after we make this crop pot, chat, I'm gonna have to, ooh, wait, what? Interesting. Okay, I was really confused for a second, but there we go. We'll just go with this. This is a little bit easier to see anyway. So, dear Lord, what was I going to say? After we make this pot, we're also going to have to make several different textures for the pot based on what plant is in it. So we have to make a wheat pot, a beetroot pot, carrots, potatoes, melons, pumpkins, torch flowers, and pitcher pods. So that is going to be slightly rough. What was our peak viewership this stream so far? 23. That is crazy. Okay, let's do this. So we start by painting the faces of this a solid color. And the hard part of this is this cube right here. How do I hide it? So if I hide this cube right here, and then I paint this one, so that there's no overlapping textures. And then we paint this one. What I think I'm going to have to do with this cube right here is resize it very slightly, like that, to like 1599. And then do the same thing over here. just so that the textures don't overlap. I'm getting confused. Do you guys understand what I'm trying to do at least? Oh my gosh, it won't let me... Okay, type. No more overlapping textures. And now what we can do here is go to paint and just put that on. We're still having glitchy textures with those cubes, but we can fix that later. We're just getting started. Like that, and like that. Okay, so the next thing we have to fix is these slanted pieces. We need to make them slightly smaller on each side. Like so. Except... we make it super smaller by the slightest, tiniest bit. Like so. Why does that still look like too much? Still glitching on this side. Okay, it worked, it worked. We're good. So now we do the same thing over here. 15.98, like so. And then we have to move it that way. 0.01. Okay, and now those don't overlap. I hope this doesn't look bad in game just because I'm overlapping blocks like this. I'm gonna have to paint that in. That seems like too much. It shouldn't be that crazy. Why? Oh, because it's the same as the slant. So what if I did it like this and change this to 0.02 and then paint I think this is working, chat. We got something functional. We're just painting the inside of these edges right here. Make sure if someone looks at it with a microscope, they ain't gonna see that. Okay, now we paint out the bottom, like so. If I really wanted to be ambitious, I could really just, like, make this buildable with different wood types. But I really don't want to have to do that. That sounds like a future update problem to me. What is that overlapping with? There we go, that's better. Okay, so let's start with the outside texture and see if we can paint this down. So we want the outside of our planter to look like this trapdoor right here. So I'm going to start with these darker lines that are going to go across the whole thing down this way. And we're just going to follow this pattern. all the way around the planter. Should we do it on the front? I have no clue. There we go. Now, how do we incorporate it to the front? Because these don't line up properly. Yeah, you see that, chat? I mean, those are pretty close. We'll find a way. CRZZ, welcome to the stream. We're currently making a planter. We're trying to make the outside texture of this planter kind of look like the spruce trapdoor. So that's what we're doing right now. Why are you spamming, bro? No, I'm gonna allow it. I need the interaction so YouTube pushes my stream. Alright, and then let's also put these dots on the bottom like this. There we go. Thank you. Back to 20 viewers somehow. Chat, be honest with me. Does this look like a coffin? I don't know how to... I think we take the texture that we have here, and we just add some noise to it later. So that's what we're going to go with for now. Here's what I'm going to do, chat. I save this texture, and I save it as planter. Then you guys won't see this, but I'm going to bring it over to another software. Ems, welcome to the stream. You're new. Thank you for checking out the stream. We're currently making a planter, and it's looking pretty decent so far, but I have some more stuff to do. So I'm going to add some grain to the texture, and then I'm going to add a tiny bit of noise to the texture, like so. And then I'm also going to grab... how do I color range? How do I select by color? I don't know, maybe that's something I do later. So let's export as PNG, save it as planter2, and then if I go back into Blockbench and import planter2, and I have to make like 9 planter textures today, chat. So this is going to be real fun, because I have to make one for every different type of crop that you can make, because I'm making these planters as a small scale way to farm crops in Minecraft. Like, if you don't want to make a big farm, then you place down a planter and it'll make crops for you over time. That's the idea. Is this working? Yes, it is. I need these to be darker, I think. What do? You mean like in general, or like right now? Alright, let's add some different colored grays to these buckles. Let's select another different type of gray and add that. That's like barely different. I really hope this looks good when we're done with it. Okay, let's do that. Let's grab that. And I'm thinking we just do something like this. And then what we can do is we'll take the buckles here and add them to the top. Yo, Ruth, what's good? We're currently working on this project right here. Adding planters to Minecraft. And I think I've just come up with a possible solution for what I'm thinking of. not working. 0.99. Position 0.01. That work? Yeah, yeah. Oh, why is this? Oh, it's connected to those slants now. Okay, 0.098. We have to be very particular with these sizings or it's not going to work properly. Okay, what is it colliding with now? It's colliding with this one? Okay, let's move this that way. 0.98. Okay, we figured it out. Alright, that looks pretty clean, chat. But now the cubes on that side are too big. East the Beast, welcome. Sorry I couldn't make it to the other live streams. That's okay, Ruth. We're almost at 700 subscribers, chat. 3 subscribers away. My subscriber count on screen is messed up for some reason. Thank you, Ruth. I appreciate it. Do we just keep it like that? Stretched? I guess it's fine. Oh, wait. No, that's a problem. I thought I had the solution, but I didn't. Having trouble trying to figure this out, chat. Let's add a new cube. Let's move it to on top of the planter. Let's resize it down. And let's size it up to the size of the planter. I'm making a Pokemon region. Got any suggestions? Yes, add Cappy Boyo. Okay, chat, check this out. So, over here... Oh, you guys can't see this. Basically, there's inside textures of this, this cube right here. And I want to make sure that nothing looks weird. So, I think... what we do is we take this... We click edit in Blockbench, and you guys see this right here, right? And these 2 sections are on the inside. So I'm just gonna, like, take this and move that there. And do it again and move it. Oh, that doesn't fit. And up. Place. And take this one and move it here in place. And then save. And then if we go back here, we shouldn't see any stray bits. Okay, this looks pretty good. I like this. So the last thing we have to do is add a farmland texture up here. So I'm going to go to MC Assets. I'm going to go to Blocks. I'm going to go to Search. Ooh, my fever's starting to catch up to me. I'm sick, chat. So slightly dying right now. 2 subscribers away from 700 though. That's pretty cool. Oh, farmland. You are a genius, Shady. I appreciate that. I'm not sure I agree, but I appreciate it. Okay. So... what I'm going to do is paint this white, and that is so when we go to edit in Blockbench, we can actually identify it. So what I'm going to do is import, create farmland right here, and then with the selection tool, I'm going to copy. Jeff, welcome to the stream. 32 viewers. What the frick? What the frick? 32? Chat, everyone subscribe, like right now. We're almost at 700. We're 1 subscriber away. If I do this, and then I do that, and place, and save. Oh, there we go, chat. This is our planter. How about if you have an empty planter for long enough, it spawns a little plant gremlin? No. I really like how this planter looks, chat. What do we think? We had 32 viewers for like a split second. We like it, chat? Alright, let's save this texture as planter 2. And save. Let's export this block up. Oops. Wait, we have to go into display first. So this is the tab in which you decide how it looks when a player carries things. So what I usually do by default is just set it to 50% size. And then I just place it in the hand like that. So let's do the same thing on left hand. Game name. Well, this is Blockbench, where I'm making my Minecraft update. But the mod that I'm making right now is called Reasonable Progression. I think this could be a little bit bigger. Bonjour. Bonjour, Damien. What's good? Someone subscribe. We're still 1 subscriber away from 700. Okay, now we need to choose how it looks in an item frame. Okay. Oh, I don't remember the rotation. Rotation of a block bench block in display GUI. I always have to Google it. I can't remember. Okay, in GUI, the rotation should be 30, -1350. Okay, and then the scale, it suggested, should be 0.625. Alright, that is our planter block in the inventory, chat. You guys could see that, right? I'm not just hallucinating. Alright, that looks pretty good. I wish I could sub, but I'm already sub. Lex subbed. Let's go, we're at 701, we did it! Oh my gosh, 700. That is crazy, thank you guys so much. I have some coding videos coming out soon. The first episode of my new coding series is going to be on not just this stream, but every stream in the farming update. So, the more you guys chat, the more likely that you're going to appear in that video in clips. So I highly recommend you subscribe and stay tuned. So let's export this as planter. There we go. Then let's go over to mCreator, and I'm going to share my screen as I do this. Right here. This is where I make the mod. So let's move this. No, let's keep it centered. It's fine. Averaging about 30 viewers this stream is crazy. 35? We just went up to 35? Why did you make it go through the picture frame? That's how a lot of the 3D blocks look in item frames. If you look at a pressure plate, that's how pressure plates are lined up. Someone unsubscribed. That's crazy. You guys just don't like to see me happy, do you? Let's rename this folder to planter. Okay, then I have to go to this tab here, import a JSON 3D model of planter, and then import, if it'll let me, import item texture of planter 2, and then search for it. There we go, and save. Then we're going to create a block, name it planter. And then in here, we have to select the model that we just created, which, oh, we have a lot of models in this mod. Give it the planter texture. And what should we compare its stats to? Probably the spruce trapdoor, because that's what we based it on. Okay. I have pulled up the stats of what a spruce trapdoor looks like. Let's grab the model there, or the hitbox. This is going to go in reasonable progression, and it's going to go in functional blocks. The hardness of the block is 3, blast resistance is 3, everything else stays the same. The break sound will be wood. The drops is normal. And I think everything else is good. Otherwise, in visual, we're going to add a Y-axis rotation from player side, and then save. The Cool Planet, welcome to the stream. Alright, we are going to run the client and try out the new planter block, chat. I haven't added any of the functions yet, so don't fret. But the next thing we need to do after I've created the planter block is add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different types of planters for all the different plants in Minecraft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's actually 8. I'm wrong. We're going to add a wheat planter, beetroot planter, carrot planter, potato planter, melons, pumpkins, torch flowers, and pitcher pods. It's times like these where I really wish torch flowers and pitcher pods were just plants instead of needing to be grown like crops. Please add a little plant guy that you can tame with bone meal. Probably not, but it's not a terrible idea. Capybara Lord, welcome back, dude! Oh, you were in the last stream. I missed you, homie. I need to find a way to add Capiboyo to Minecraft, or just a capybara in general. I want to do an animal update at some point. But I feel like so many mods have done that before. Yes, I remember you. How many viewers? 21, nearly 500 views. This is the type of streams I'm looking for. I appreciate you guys so much for sticking around. 700 subscribers this stream. You guys are insane. Alright, here's our planter. Oh, there's a texture glitch. There's a texture glitch. Oh, that's kind of sad. Okay, let's locate structure spruce village. Oh, it's okay. I didn't know what the idea of the village was. I want to add this planter to some villages and see what it looks like. Okay, watch this, chat. Okay, if I add like a stair here on the windowsill and then we put a planter there. Yo! Come on. Come on, this is a sick building block. Imagine a row of planters outside your house. Because this is so good because usually people do like, they do dirt and then they do trapdoors. And this is their planter outside their windowsill. But instead, we got this. Yo! This is sick. Tell me you guys wouldn't use this in a build. Okay, let me look at the model real quick. What is the issue? Do I have any blank textures? Oh, yeah, there's a blank texture up here. Okay, so the, it should be fine. I just have to edit in Blockbench and grab a texture real quick. Stand by, chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And place and save. And okay. What's the mod called? Reasonable progression. So we made these planters, chat. The next thing I need to do is make it so that the planters can actually be, you know, planted in. But one more thing I want to do on mCreator before we move to Blockbench. Ninja Master, what's good? I love your username. 30 viewers. I'm stuck on a black screen. Let me Alt F4. Okay, let me go to mCreator and just click the shut down button. Okay, did that work? Yes, it did. Okay, we're just gonna upload the new texture, chat. So what I need to do is go into here, search for planter in the search bar, and delete it. And then I'm just going to import the new planter. And if it works... mCreator's running pretty slow right now, so I'll probably close it before our next test and let it reboot. But what I did was add more texture up here, so that we didn't have the random lines, the glitch. So we save this texture, and then we go to planter, and then we just make sure it has the new texture, which it did automatically, but I'm just gonna double check. Oh, I'm starting to sound nasally. Can you guys tell I'm sick? I'm like burning right now, but I have a cup of ice water right here that's gonna keep me going. Ooh. Okay. Let's do this, chat. We're going back to Blockbench. Okay, that's working. So the first thing I'm going to do is save project as wheat_planter so that we have all the planters saved separately. The first one we're going to make is the wheat planter, and in order to do that, the first thing I need to do is go into block textures on MC assets, search for wheat, and we're going to go for a middle stage for the growth. So I'm going to download middle stage wheat texture, which is 16 pixels wide. What I need to do is recreate the Minecraft cross texture. Please stop spamming. We're going to recreate the Minecraft cross texture with Blockbench. So how it works is we'll go like this. And we'll resize like that. And then we'll copy and move it to here. And then we'll copy and center the pivot point and rotate 90 degrees. And then we'll shrink it down. And this is pretty standard, easy stuff, chat. Let's move this down to here. And then make another one and move it down to here. Okay, that is going to be our wheat texture. So we grow this up like that. And then we have to create a new texture. 1, 2. Can I put these in a group? Yeah, Fiery Zane, we're popping off out here. This is like peak hardcore world type numbers today. Let's name this group crop. And then let's take crop and create a new texture for it. Like so. And then all we have to do now is edit this texture. So edit in Blockbench. Let's create a new layer. Let's import the wheat stage 4 texture that we have. Select it, copy it, and paste it here. So now what we can do is shrink this down to the size it needs to be for the image. And let's do like that. And then let's save this texture real quick as wheat planter top. This isn't an update, it's art. I appreciate that. 636 views, 26 concurrent viewers. Let's go, chat. I don't know if this stream is a new peak for me. I think my peak on this channel is 35 viewers, but still very, very good and still very, very grateful. I appreciate all of you. Okay. Oh, one thing I need to make sure is that we're only putting textures on the front. Oh, where did the texture go? Okay, so I need to make sure I know exactly what I need to edit. So this is the... Dear Lord, am I going to have to do this again? Create texture, like so. Dear Lord, I'm having a hard time with this chat, but we're going to figure it out. Create texture, confirm. Now, this is the north face, which means I need to move this layer right here to here and place and save. And that is going to be... save as... Chat, I'm having such a hard time. I'm trying. Copy this. Edit this one in Blockbench. And paste. Bruh! Okay. This is fine. It's fine. Let's just do this from scratch. Wheat planter top. Save. Then we go into edit in Blockbench. Guan, welcome back. We import a texture, and we import wheat stage 4. I feel like let's just go full stage. The full stage wheat block is just so much better. Wheat. Grab stage 7, which is the full grown. Let's import wheat 7. We have to make 8 of these, chat, and it's taking me this long to just make the wheat one. Okay, this is our wheat crop. We copy this, we paste it into here, and we do something like this, and place. Oh, except that should be another layer to new layer. Good. Okay, that's number 1. Then that one. Okay. So let's just copy this. Oh, copy this, put it on the other one, and paste. Then the next block we need to put it on is the bottom right one. So let's take this, copy, paste, put it here, and... Sure, that works. Except that was supposed to be a new layer. Wait, when did I get rid of the layers? When did I get rid of the layers? This is starting to piss me off. Where did my sidebar go? Chat! I don't know what I did. My sidebar is gone. I don't know what I did. No! That's not what I want! There we go. Okay, I figured it out. We're good. I'm so bad at this, chat. This is so bad. Save to new layer. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. Delete. Okay, that's a wheat crop, but it doesn't look good. Okay, why won't it let me erase this? Who's your favorite epic character? Probably either Hermes or Telemachus. Is it that it won't... Why won't it let me edit things? It's because I'm not on that, like... Okay. I mean... Maybe it needs to be higher res, the texture? I think that's the problem. Chat, we're going to try this again. I have a plan. So I'm going to select crop. Where did one of my cubes go? I'm going to select crop. I'm going to create a texture. Sorry. I'm going to create a texture, and it is going to be that. That feels way too big. Okay, let's just try it. Save this texture, call it wheat planter top. Yes. Edit in Blockbench. Paste. Confirm. Copy. Paste. Yeah, this is gonna be way too much. Okay. What if I do that, and then I resize the texture, and I resize it to this, and save. I call it wheat planter top, and I save. Trying to decide what resolution is going to be best for this project, for this build. You liked the double resolution, Ruth? I mean, it wasn't horrible. I think this is the one. Oh yeah, look at that, chat. That's the one. Okay, so where's the next face I gotta go to? South. Perfect. Didn't it save? Oh. Wait, what? Oh, that is good looking. That is a good looking block. Okay. And then the last one is this one. Place. Delete layer. Delete this one. Save that. Chat, look at this. Yo. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. So now what we have to do is export block item model. And let's make sure this is all still correct. Okay, it looks right. Call it wheat_planter.json. And then now we have to go into mcreator and check it out. Let's duplicate the planter block and call it wheat_planter. Let's import block texture. That is wheat planter top. Let's go into models, import JSON, wheat planter, and give it the two textures. It needs planter 2, and it needs wheat planter top, and save. Then we go into here, we give it wheat planter, We give it the planter texture, and we rename it to wheat planter. I haven't decided if I actually want to keep all of these in the creative menu, but for now, I think I am. Actually, I lied to you guys. They're not going to be available in the creative menu. So we save this. Is the planter functional? It will be. And now what we're going to do is when on block right-clicked, there we go. On block right-clicked, if item in the main hand of an entity is wheat seeds, if item of the main in the main hand is wheat seeds, remove one item in the main hand from the entity and replace block with where's my wheat planter? There. Okay. Save. And save. And then go to the wheat planter, and there's one more thing I gotta do. Custom drop should be the normal planter. And save. Okay. Oh, I forgot to add specific tool. The tool to break this should be axe. And save. And let's add that to the second one. And save. And hit play. Alright, chat, let's test out the wheat planter. This is gonna be so sick. I really hope this works first try. Even if the code doesn't work, we can use the set block command to check out what it looks like, so it'll be fine. Alright, it's loading up, chat. I think this block has such good potential. I'm so excited. Loading up. Thank you to everyone who's sticking around the stream. This is going so incredibly well, and I really like what we're making so far. It is looking pretty good. We were one viewer away from reaching my new record on this stream, because my record is 35 and we got to 34. Okay, so here's our normal planter right here. And then if I grab seeds, I forgot to make the texture transparent. But other than that, it works. I just forgot to make the texture transparent. Okay, let's fix that. I want to test something real quick. Okay, when I did this, did I put the texture on both sides? I think I did. Okay. Some minor things to fix. First, let's go into Blockbench and make sure that these are double-sided. So we go into here, we grab this section of the wheat crop, and then we just copy and paste it down like that, and save. There we go. And then, what's the next face we have to do? West, which is under this one. So let's just do that and move, copy, paste. What the frick? Let's merge all of our layers. Take this and move it down. And place. And save. Okay. North face. Let's take this. Move it down. and place and save. Good. Last one. East side. Take this, move it down to here, place, save. Okay. That should be good. Now we just save the wheat planter top. We go into files, we search for planter, we take the wheat top and delete it, and then we import it again as wheat planter top. Then we go into wheat planter. We go into the model for wheat planter and we replace this texture here. The texture did update, did it not? Save. Okay, we're good. And then all we have to do is go into here and select cutout and then save. Carrot Tato, welcome. Your name is very on theme with what we're working on today. We're making a farming update in Minecraft. Nice wheat planter, thank you. Let's go back into... You know what? The planter is probably cooler. Oh, not that one. The planter is probably cooler to look at while you guys wait for my game to load up, so I'll let you stare at that. It looks pretty cool. I like it a lot. My game is currently starting up. We're going to check out the planter in-game, chat. What's the next one we're working on? Next, we're doing beetroots. Ugh, gross. Unfortunately, we have to. Necessary evil. I guess while I'm waiting, I can download the beetroot texture that I need. Oh, never mind. Too late. What's your favorite vegetable? Asparagus. You are the first person to pronounce my name right? Really? I feel like it's pretty obvious. Those other people are lame. Okay. Let's go back into the world. NeoForge mod? Yes, it is NeoForge. NeoForge 1.21.1 or 1.21.4. It's in both versions. Not sure if I'm going to keep on downgrading it, though, because I update it in 1.21.4 and then I have to downgrade. Yo, chat. Chat. That is so sick. Chat, you can't tell me you wouldn't use this block. It is so sick! Chat, what do we think? Make sure everyone subscribes. Everyone subscribe. 707. Holy crap. This is so cool. I gotta add a sound effect when we, plant, though. So if I do play sound... plant, crop plant, and save. Okay. We're not going to be able to play test the sound effects, but you guys don't care about all that. But look how cool this is, chat. You just subbed? I appreciate it so much, Carrot Tato. Oh my gosh, I'm using that for all my builds from now on. Like, this is so cool. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. But let's go add it to some woodland mansions. Carrot Tato with the subscribe. You deserve more views. I appreciate that, homie. Alright, chat. Alright, chat. Let's put it right over here. Even the illagers want some decoration in their life. That is so sick! Bro, I can't get over how awesome this update is turning out right now. I don't have a donation tab, so lucky you. But I appreciate the sentiment, Carrot Tato. hearing that you would is more valuable to me right now than someone actually donating, so I appreciate that. Look at that, chat. It's so sick. And then we still have to add several more plants. Okay. We have a job to do, chat. Now that we know that the concept is viable, we have to speedrun create the next 7 plants. We can do it. Let's do it, chat. Okay. Step 1. Copy this. Save it as beetroot planter. Let me double check that everything's recording properly. Yes, it is. Okay, save this as beetroot plant topper. Right there. Go to edit in blockbench. Then we're going to create an empty layer. Then we're going to go into MC assets and search for beetroot plant. Is beetroot 2 words? How do you spell beetroot? What? Can I download it from Modrinth or CurseForge? It's on CurseForge. It's called Reasonable Progression. I think the link should be in the description. Unless I messed it up. Nico, welcome to the stream. 710 subscribers. I appreciate it, chat. It won't let me search for beetroot. I'm scrolling through. Oh, I spelt it like that. Why didn't it let me? Bruh. It just wasn't coming up in the search bar, even though I was typing it correctly. Okay, so we grab this beetroot texture right here, and we paste it into here. This is going to be a little trickier. Oh, who just subscribed? Deserts Minecraft with the subscription. Thank you so much. Here's what we're going to do. Let's grab this. Let's delete that. Let's exit out of that. Discard. Let's select those. Create new texture. Confirm. Create new texture. Confirm. There we go. Save this as beetroot underscore planter underscore top dot png. Yes. Then we're going to go to resize texture, and last time we did an 80 by 80. Confirm that, and save. Then we go to edit in blockbench, and we just have to change all of these right here to beetroots. So let's import beetroot stage 3 crop. Let's select this and copy, and then paste. I hope these all saved on a separate layer. Delete. Save. Oh, look at that, chat. Perfect. That is perfect. Silverman, welcome. Okay, now we just got to do that over and over again for every single crop. So let's create new texture, blah, blah, blah. Delete that texture. Let's create another texture. Call it carrot underscore planter underscore top and confirm. And then we're going to resize the texture. We're speedrunning now, chat. We got this. This is easy. Oh. Except I said something that resembled the name of my phone's AI, and then it tried to do things. Okay. We're doing Carrot Tato's first favorite plant. Okay, let's search for carrot. Except it's not letting me. Silverman, thank you for the subscribe. Come on, where is carrot? Carrot stage 3. Download. Okay. Then we click edit in blockbench. We delete the other two that I don't need right now. We import texture for carrot stage 3. Then we go to carrot stage 3. We copy. We paste. We don't paste like that. We paste like that. There we go. And we're just going to continue like this. Place all that. Why isn't this working? Bruh. I broke something, apparently. There we go. I guess we were just doing it the long way. I was trying to make it easier. Place, scroll down, delete layer, and save that. Boom, we got our carrot crop done. Save that. This is going swimmingly well, chat. Make a structure that's an overgrown garden and you have to defeat a skeleton gardener and get bush trimmers. Some interesting ideas. Okay, let's go to potatoes. Potato. Stage. It's not letting me look things up. Potato. There we go. Stage 3 potato. Download. Potato's got to be the ugliest crop in Minecraft. I'm sorry, chat. I said it. Okay, let's select that. Create new texture. Delete. Create new texture again. Call it potato planter top. And save. Oh, never mind, don't save yet. First I have to resize the texture to an 80 by 80, and then save. Then I have to edit in Blockbench. Then I have to import the potato stage 3. Then I have to select the crop. Then I have to go to here and paste. This is going so fast, chat. Oh, my viewers are disappearing. I'm sorry. Sorry, wrong language. Valid, dude. Place, scroll down, delete, save, and there we go. There's our potato crop topper. Nublar bacteria grow. Welcome to the stream. We just finished our potato planter. The next plant that we need is melons. This one's gonna be more tough. Let's do it, chat. Let's go to MC Asset. Let's search for melon. Oh, melon stem is grayed out. The melon stem is gray. Apparently it changes color based on the biome. I didn't know that. Is the melon stem and pumpkin stem the same? They're very similar. Okay, let's download that. And we're gonna have to do some bedazzling with this thing. Create texture. Delete. Oh, crap, I accidentally did that for everything. Select just the crops, then create texture. Then delete. Then create another texture. Call it melon underscore planter underscore top. I could just make it so melons and pumpkins don't work like that. You know what, chat? This is my mod. I do what I want. No melons or pumpkins. I do what I want. Wait, I didn't even pay attention what was happening. Nublar bacteria grow. Thank you for subscribing, dude. I appreciate that. Moving on to torch flower. we're going to take this one. Okay. So let's go and create a new texture. Let's resize the texture. 80 by 80. Confirm. And save this texture as torch flower planter top. There we go. Then let's edit in Blockbench. I know I'm saying a lot of crap, but it helps me think, chat. Torch flower crop right here. Then let's copy that, paste it into here. Trying to figure out how these should be aligned. I think the way I'm doing it works. Okay. Delete, save. I mean, this looks very interesting. But it's not bad. I'm not sure I'm going to use this in a build, but I can use it to farm torch flowers. Picture. Okay, Pitcher Pod has a top texture and a bottom texture. We're gonna go with bottom texture stage 2. It looks pretty cool. I can't get over the backshot scarecrow golem you made. I love that thing. It's so cute. Chat, be honest. The backshot scarecrow golem. I love that name. It's so funny. Pitcher pod planter top. Okay. Resize texture, 80 by 80, confirm, save, picture pod, edit in Blockbench. I have 3 subs, I just got a sub. Let's go. Picture crop, copy, and paste. This thing is bigger than I thought it was. That's what she said. We're almost done making the different planters, chat. But then after we're done with these, we have to incorporate them into the mod, which is going to take some more time. So hopefully we can get it done pretty fast. Place that, scroll down, delete the last layer, and save, and... Okay. Those are all our planters. Perfect. So now what we have to do is import different JSON models for each one. Let's copy and paste and make a new planter file. Call it beetroot underscore planter. Anyways, hi. Hi. Welcome to the stream. That was a very welcome way to enter the stream, so don't worry about it. Let's find my beetroot planter top and search for it. Oh, you guys can't see this, can you? Let me switch over to mCreator, chat. We are currently importing the models into mCreator. So save that, import another one, copy and paste. This one is going to be called carrot underscore planter. And import planter. And let's import the carrot planter top. right here and save. And I just got to do this over and over again. So you guys give me something to talk about. Maybe we can play 2 truths and a lie. My streams tend to like that. Anyone in chat want to play 2 truths and a lie? You can give me something to guess. Or if you have questions to ask me, maybe other features that will eventually get added into this update. Or any questions about like what updates I might do in the future. Highly recommend you guys check out this mod though, because it is, not to toot my own horn, but it is pretty epic. I'm actually already almost done with this. Torch flower planter. Chat, I think I just realized something. I've been doing something wrong this whole time. I copied the wrong model. Okay, let's delete all of those. Delete, 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 delete. Okay, let's copy the correct one this time. Let's just do all the copying now to make this easier. Beetroot planter. Carrot underscore planter. Potato underscore planter. There we go. Let's copy this. Torch flower underscore planter. And pitcher pod underscore planter. Okay. Beetroot first. Give it the planter texture. And the beetroot planter texture. Save that. JSON file. Carrot planter. Give it the normal planter file. And the carrot topper. Potato. Nope, that's the wheat one. Potato plant. There we go. JSON. The block, what's good? We're currently adding planters to the game. So, I'm going to show them off in a little bit. But basically, they're just pots used for crops. I have to import the torch flower texture. Torch flower planter top. Torch flower. There we go. Save. Import. Pitcher pod planter. Where is it? That one. I think pitcher pod might be one of my favorites. Save. Okay. Now that we've done that, we have to duplicate all of these wheat planters to make our new planters. So let's start with beetroot planter. Let's change the model to beetroot planter. Like so. And then go in here, change the name to beetroot planter. And everything else is the same. YouTube Shorts is literally being invaded by VTubers. Yeah, it happens. Carrot planter. If I don't read chat too much, if I don't read chat too much, chat, that's a lot of chats in one sentence. I apologize. I'm very focused on getting this done. Let's move mCreator a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing a little better. Carrot planter. Change that over and save. How are you today? I'm good. I have a fever actually, but I'm living. It's fine. I'm trying to get over my illness by focusing on the important stuff, which is views. Okay, next, torch flower planter. Torch flower. Not sure we're going to work on the function of these blocks today, simply because, you know, that's kind of boring to watch. Pitcher pod. But, we'll make all the blocks today, and then we'll do something else. Pitcher, pod, planter. Save. Now the last thing we have to do is add them all to this procedure right here. So we already made the wheat one, so we do this. We have beetroot seeds. If I right click with beetroot seeds, remove all of that and replace with beetroot planter. And we just have to do this 4 more times. 2, 3, 4. So we have beetroot there. Then we're going to do carrot. Then we're going to do potato. Oops, that is not right. Okay. Then we're going to do torch flower. And then we're going to do pitcher pod. Save. Hey YouTuber, I don't know your name. I just found out about you. I have a question. Why does your coding look like Scratch? It's called mCreator. Xenix's mod is at 100,000 downloads. Damn, he must be making bank. Is Xenix just rich now? Does it have a Modrinth page too? He must be going crazy. Stacks on stacks. Craziness awakened. My laptop won't let me pull up CurseForge because it thinks it's trying to scam me. Let me do a lesson on Duolingo. Game. Craziness awakened. Oh, 205 downloads like on his profile. 100,000 downloads total is crazy. Dang, the top comment is a hate comment. Get rid of it. There's a hate comment. Someone get rid of it. Okay, let's do this, chat. Let's check out all the planters. This is gonna be so sick. I'm so excited. I'm getting sweaty. My fever's catching up to me. Okay. So, for those of you who weren't in the stream last time we did a playtest... Wait, I just realized I'm hiding my Twitch. Oops. Okay. So, for those of you who weren't in the stream before, we tested out these planters right here. That looked pretty good. But now... we can actually try it out with different plants. So let's grab beetroot seeds. Let's grab carrot. Take some rest. After the work is done! Torch flower seeds. I will rest, I promise. And pitcher pod. Okay, wheat seeds. Beetroot. Carrot. Potato. Torch flower. And pitcher. No! We were so close! We were so close! Why is the pitcher pot... Is this... Did I just forget to change it in the code? Okay. Chat, I fixed it. That was a code issue. But let's use the set block command to add it in anyway. Reasonable... progression, pitcher, pod, planter. Oh, please face the other way, bro. There we go. we have our different planters. No pain, no gain. Exactly. So we have wheat, beetroot, carrots, potatoes, torch flowers, and pitcher pods. How this is going to work is you're going to be able to right-click it to open a GUI. You're also going to need a watering can, which we don't have yet, but we have water bottles or bowls, and we'll pretend. So if you water the planter, it's going to then become moist and growable. And for the next 30 minutes while it's watered, it will slowly grow plants and accumulate them inside the planter. Then you can right-click them, pull them out of the planter, and Bob's your uncle. The next thing I want to add, chat, and I'll let you guys choose what we do next. I think we should probably do this next, but it's up to you guys. I want to add grass-type blocks, but for the crop. So imagine, basically... It doesn't work like that. Imagine, basically, if I had a wheat crop and bone meal. And you could place this crop right here on grass. So I want to make decorative versions of these crops. So this is basically botany pots. No, this is a whole mod full of vanilla plus tweaks and additions. So we have ore nuggets for all the different ores. We have collection nets and sluice boxes which can automatically fish or collect minerals from water. We have a bunch of new fish. We have animal carcasses. We have bacon. I don't know the mod botany pots. Maybe there's bacon. Silkwood trees. We got different types of fish. We have different fishing vehicles added. Fishing raft, fishing barge. We got a salmon trophy. What mod has a salmon trophy, chat? Come on, come on. And then we got different types of wooden blocks. You know, some completionist stuff. We added mosaics. We added log slabs and log stairs. We added bark blocks, which are like wallpaper, but made of wood. Kind of like Terraria, I guess. Lumber mill. You know, pretty cool, pretty cool. We added rice and pasta and like infinite different types of soup that you can craft. And also, echo frames, my favorite. Except I can't show them off without more items. Echo frames. Is this mod out and are you the creator? Yes and yes. But this version that we're working on right now with the planter pots isn't out yet because we're making it live. But yeah, let's vote in chat. Do we want to work on harvests, which are going to be these being able to be placed down on the ground normally, or do you guys want me to start working on watering cans, or at least texturing? And by texturing, I mean stealing. I'm gonna do the harvest, chat. Never mind. I decided it's my decision because it's my mod. Dab. Anyway, this is actually going to be super easy. I need to go make more textures for Craziness Awakened. Have fun. Okay, so we have many different things to go find, and what I can show you guys is this website right here that it's not letting me pull up right now. There is called MC Assets, and what MC Assets is basically you're able to go through Minecraft files super easily and search for things that you want. So we're going to have a short and a tall version of every plant. So we're going to have a wheat stage 3 plant and a wheat stage 4. You know what I just realized, chat? We don't need this, because all those files are already in mCreator. I don't need to download things. How do I share back on mCreator? It's not letting me. There we go. Okay. Hi, Mom. Okay, let's click on Harvest. Let's go to Plants. And let's type short wheat harvest. Create new plant. It is going to be a crop texture. And if we search wheat, we're going to go stage 3 right here. Plant item texture is also going to be... Aw. How do I want this to work? Let's just keep it how it is for now. Set that to reasonable progression, blah, 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 blah. Plains crop, save. Does it work in 1.21.1? Yes. I have downgraded all the most recent versions to 1.21.1. Now we do a tall wheat harvest. We go into here, we search wheat, and change the name to tall, and save. I'm really excited to make fields out of wheat harvests. Dang, this is really making me want to go back on my hardcore world. Short beetroot harvest. Beetroot. And then duplicate this and make a tall beetroot harvest. And save. Alright, this is swimmingly easy. Short carrot harvest. Then we search carrot, and I choose this one, and save. I think I'm gonna go with a slightly bigger beetroot one for this one, because that one's like barely sticking out of the ground. Let's grab that. Oh shoot, I don't think that was not... Was it beetroot? Nope, that was not beetroot. That one. And save. 15 viewers, let's go. Short carrot harvest, and then let's duplicate and go for a tall carrot harvest. And save. Oh, I forgot to change what it says on the screen. No, it's fine. No one knows the difference. Short potato harvest. And we just change the texture to that and save. Dang, that is ugly. The potato plant texture is just not good. But I'm only adding it for the sake of completionism. Oh, I just realized I haven't been changing the names. I haven't been changing the names, so they're all going to be called Short Wheat Harvest if I don't change it. Short Potato Harvest. Have you seen White Collar? Is that a show? No, I have not. Tall Carrot Harvest. Save. Short Carrot Harvest. Tall Beetroot Harvest. Alright, we're kind of doing boring stuff now. Short Beetroot Harvest. I probably shouldn't have said that. Guys, stay. Stay, I swear. I'll get more entertaining. The stream's gonna be ending soon, chat, so it's okay. Update the potato texture. I could just hypothetically make it better, but we'll see. Short torch flower. Oh, wait. Let's highlight those red for now, because I'm not going to do those. I want to make custom textures for the melon ones. So the next one we have is called a torch flower bush harvest. And if we search for torch flower, we grab little bush. I appreciate that, Ruth. Although the way you said it was kind of creepy, but it's okay. And then the last one we need to make is a blooming pitcher harvest. pitcher. That one. And save. Okay, so that is the harvest block, and we can go into game and check it out in a minute. And the way that is going to be harvested is by using a trowel on crops. So if you use normal, your hand, or you use shears or whatever, or hose, you get the normal crop that you're looking to use for your ingredients and stuff. And if you use a trowel, you can dig the whole thing out of the ground and get the harvest that you can then use to build. It's pretty cool, pretty cool. 715 subscribers today is kind of crazy. Ugh, readjusting my posture. I should watch Murder Drones. I think I've been told that on stream on several occasions. I'll consider it. Okay. Let's find... Maybe I should make a biome that's covered in these harvests. How do you get fan XP? By chatting, but it's automatically disabled on channels made by people who are less than 18 years old. So if you can't gain XP, it's because you're a youngin'. Okay, let's try all of these. This is the short grass harvest. Oh, I really want them to be centered. Imagine covering your field in these, though. Wouldn't this just make the world seem so alive? Okay, the beetroot one isn't great. I kind of like the short carrot. The short ones are definitely better. Cactus Sis, welcome to the stream. Oh, there are multiple named tall potato harvest. Oh, did I forget to change the names of the last two? Yes, I did. But this is the torch flower bush, and this is the pitcher pod, the blooming pitcher pod. Oh, I would love... The tall wheat is definitely the best one, easily. Imagine building with this. Oh my gosh, I would be so happy. Alright, let's fix the names. I'm trying to decide if I go with a slightly bigger torch flower. I think I will. Torch flower bush. And then this one needs to be named the blooming pitcher. Okay. So, last things we need to do on stream today. Probably make the texture for the... You know what? Nah, it's fine. Thank you guys for watching. So, quick recap of what we did today. We made the planters, and we made the harvests, and that's literally it. MCreator is good for modding as long as you're not doing anything complicated. I'm not doing anything complicated right now. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for all the subscribers we made this stream, and thank you for 1,200 views and averaging 20 viewers earlier in the stream. That was insane. But until next time, I will see you guys later, and goodbye. And now I'm just going to sit here for a few seconds so the stream delay can catch up.